What if you woke up tomorrow and every car, bus, train, and airplane suddenly disappeared? Getting to the next town might take hours or even days. For most of human history, this was completely normal. Before cars transformed travel, people depended on their own bodies, animals, boats, and eventually wheels to move across the world. The very first and most universal form of transportation was simply walking. People followed rivers, valleys, animal trails, mountain passes, and paths created by generations of travelers. For short journeys, walking was often the only option, while carrying food, water, tools, and other supplies on their backs made long-distance travel exhausting. But then, humans discovered something that changed everything. Animals could do the hard work. Domesticated animals such as donkeys, oxen, horses, and later camels could carry people and heavy loads much farther than a human could alone. And here comes the first big mystery. What happened when people needed to carry something too heavy even for an animal? The answer was the wheel. By around 3500 BC, wheeled technology was being used in parts of Mesopotamia and elsewhere, eventually leading to carts and wagons pulled by animals. Suddenly, people could move much larger loads, although the roads themselves were still rough dirt tracks. In some places, civilizations began improving these routes. The Romans became famous for constructing durable roads across their empire, while ancient cities such as those of the Indus Valley had planned streets and paved surfaces. But land wasn't always the easiest way to travel. Water was often the highway of the ancient world. People built simple rafts and dug-out canoes, then developed larger boats powered by oars and eventually sails. Rivers, lakes, and seas allowed heavy cargo to travel much more efficiently than overland routes, helping connect distant communities and encouraging trade. For wealthy travelers, transportation became much more comfortable. Instead of walking, they could ride horses, travel in carts and wagons, or even be carried in litters by servants. Merchants moved goods using caravans of pack animals, while sailors carried valuable cargo across seas. But there was a huge price to pay for this slower world. Distance meant time. A journey that takes a few hours today could take several days, weeks, or even months in the past. Roads could become muddy, rivers could flood, mountains could block the way, and storms at sea could turn an ordinary journey into a fight for survival. And yet, humans kept finding ways to go farther. Better roads, stronger carts, improved ships, sailing technology, and eventually railways dramatically increased the speed and distance people could travel. Then, in the late 19th century, the automobile arrived and changed everyday transportation forever. But here's the final twist. Cars didn't invent the human desire to travel. They only made an ancient dream dramatically faster. For thousands of years, humans crossed deserts on foot and by camel, mountains on horseback, rivers by boat, and continents along ancient roads. Every journey helped create trade routes, connect cultures, spread ideas, and build civilizations. So, the next time you sit inside a car and reach somewhere in minutes, remember, your journey is the latest chapter in a story that began with nothing more than a pair of human feet.